And we continue now with our Great American Panel. So we learned last week that Barack Obama told our NASA administrator that his foremost responsibility was Muslim outreach. Muslim outreach. Now, don't you think NASA's responsibility, goals ought to be the moon, Mars, Venus, space station?
The administrator's job is for space exploration. That is the fact of what his job is. So why is he even on this task? I mean, it's
that's
a
what
bit
makes
ridiculous.
this bizarre.
Well, there is a, to be fair, there is a missile program in the Middle East. It's Ahmadinejad getting ready to wipe out Israel. So maybe he wants to reach out to him. But look, this is nuts. First of all, the White House came out in defense of the NASA administrator. And then when the criticism rolled in, they backed off. Robert Gibbs today said he misspoke. Well, that's an awful long soundbite to say that you misspoke.
No, that's a great point. And he was very specific in what he said, and he works for them.
Well, he did. He said he misspoke. I mean, let's give the guy a chance to back off. I mean, look, the idea is you're right. They should get back to going to the moon, and you should be the first astronaut to go on it, Hannity.
Are you saying you want to send me to the moon, Bob?
No, I would. I think it'd be good for you. It'd help your golf game a lot. Look, the fact of the matter is, anytime you mention Muslims around Obama, you're all going to jump on him about being, pro-Muslim, all the rest of that. The fact is, there are 100 billion of them in the world, and we better pay some attention.
Well, it's not a matter of that. What did you think of what he said about Israel, that maybe some Israelis were suspicious because of his middle name?
I find that to be incredible. I mean, look, I think they're not suspicious because of his middle name. They're suspicious because of his policies toward Israel. And this whole idea that Israel needs to do more. Every time Israel has done more, given up more land, made more concessions, entered into more agreements, no matter what the administration, Republican or Democrat, they've gotten the shaft.
How about when Israel decides to build illegal settlements and announces it when the Vice President of the United States...
It's their land, Bob.
It's not their land, number one. And number two, it is something that, we have been, and we should be, a strong supporter of Israel. We always have been. But we can't just let Israel do whatever she wants to do and get the kind of support she gets from the United States every year.
Yeah, but when are we going to be as strong against Ahmadinejad?
Yeah, there you
go. What would you suggest we do?
Another UN
all
revolution.
All you guys who talk about it. What do you suggest we do?
Bombing with a resolution. That'll do it.
Bombing with a resolution. There you go.
Let me tell you, you want to know what I do? I'm going to tell you right now, and you're not going to like what I have to say. I would support Israel as soon as possible, physically, militarily, and I'd knock out every darn military site they have. You're asking what I would do? I would not let the world risk a madman like Ahmadinejad have nuclear weapons with multiple threats to wipe Israel off the map. I would take out those nuclear sites.
If you could take them out, and there's not an intelligence service, including the Israelis in the world, who believe there's a possibility of taking it out.
The Iranians, very smartly, he's not too far off base, have spread it all throughout the country. We need every bunker buster bomb we've got, but I would use them, every one of them.
Well, the administration has said, this administration has said, we cannot afford, we will not allow Iran to develop nuclear weapons.
That's the only way to stop it.
What's the alternative?
Yeah.
The alternative is to go to war, and the question is, you're prepared to go to 3 wars now.
All right. What about the Swiss? They refused to extradite this pervert, Roman Polanski. Roman Polanski, big Hollywood director, lures a 13-year-old girl with Quaaludes booze, sodomizes her, runs away, and now we've got him a chance to get him in custody, and they won't give him to us.
But what purpose does it serve to send him back?
How about justice?
He's what, 80 years old now? It's going to take years for
his perverted,
But she dismissed it.
No, but
what does that tell you?
But she doesn't have the right to dismiss it. This is statutory rape. And the woman doesn't get a role. The law is made to protect young women. Now, the fact that the Swiss aren't going to allow him to come back doesn't mean that he's still not subject to U.S. law. If he sets foot on U.S. territory, he's still subject to the law.
Look, the fact of the matter is...
And Woody Allen has endorsed him, which is...
The fact of the matter is we pursued, and rightfully so, a lot of Nazis who were involved in concentration camps, and we've pursued them in their 80s. Roman Polanski should come back and face a trial, and whether this woman has forgiven him or not is not the point. The question is, should we allow somebody who did that, or allegedly did that, and let everybody look at that and say, if you've got money and you've got connections, you can get away with it.
Amen. Yeah. Good word.
Why would you defend that?
Well, because I don't see... I know a lot... Let me tell you, I was a 13-year-old girl. I know there are a lot of 13-year-old girls that... Possibly, she was at Jack Nicholson's house at a party having fun.
You're going to sit here and say it's her fault? A 13-year-old girl pumped up with Quaaludes?
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying she could have been just having fun and could have said that something happened when she was actually the one partaking and partying.
He admitted it, apparently, as part of the plea agreement that he thought he had to get out of jail, so he admitted this.
He admitted that he had sex with her. Yeah.
With a 13-year-old girl?
Which she had said she was 18 years old. So
they may let that get away with that in Switzerland, but you know the Swiss, not only do they allow people to hide all their money over there, but they also the fact that our ally does not send this person back is ridiculous. It's absurd. It's obscene. And the Swiss ought to be ashamed of themselves.
What about this proposed plan to teach kindergartners sex ed in Montana?
Absolutely ridiculous. I wouldn't want anyone teaching my child anything about...
Ever?
No.
Seventh grade, eighth grade?
Excuse me, yes, they need to know about...
I don't want liberals teaching my kids about sex.
There needs to be someone that's qualified when they're a teenager.
Because I don't want a liberal...
Yeah, but your assumption is going to be liberals who are going to be teaching it. The fact of the matter is, the earlier that people have sex education, the better. They may contradict my Christian values. How's that for an answer? Why are you assuming that the people in Montana are all going to be liberals who are teaching?
Well, I'm saying I don't want to put my kids at risk that a liberal teacher might have a different
I'd rather focus on reading and writing when we got so many people graduating from high school who are functional illiterates. Hello?
Listen, why don't you listen to your writing partner here?
And they can't
why don't I listen to all of you, because I listen to you all every Monday night, and I'm outnumbered 3-1, and you know I'll do the best I can.
You had a liberal right here. She's a liberal.
No, she's not. She was in Playboy. That doesn't make her a liberal.
All right, we're out of time.
And I'm sorry I missed that particular edition.
Greta is next. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.